Yeah, I want to say something about what is going on in the world of football recently. Simply because Erling Haaland scored 5 goals and Asgard scored 4 coming from the bench against Moldova. Now, some people are talking about how it's easy to score goals in Europe and start padding and all that. I mean, for me, if it's a banter, fine and good, then let it be a banter. But if you're trying to make a point out of it and it's not a banter, then so many analyses have to come in play. Now, let me give you an example. In South America, the biggest culture in South America is football. We all know that. You can't take football away from South America. That is actually what they do. I mean, that's the reason why it is very easy to get more talents in South America than any other place in the world. It's very easy to find pure talents in South America than any other place in the world. It's actually easy to harness talents in South America than any other place. You see people with talents. It's just that they don't have the proper funding now. So many countries don't really have it, but they find a way to do it. That is why you have so many South American players with pure talents, playing their trade in Europe. The reason why they come to Europe is the publicity and all that and the money. It's not because European teams are far better than them in football. No. It is because they have the publicity, the funding, and everything. We have just 12 countries in South America. Just put that into perspective. Europe is above 44 nations. Most of these nations that you see that they score this amount of goals, we're not even football nations before. Some of them started playing football most recently. They don't even deal with football. It's just simply because, you still have to participate in some certain sports and all that. That is the reason why some of them are even participating in football nowadays. So trying to downplay, the level of football in Europe simply because some people score 5 goals, the goal scoring ratio there is higher and all that. You can't take that away from them. It's not their fault that they have so many nations there that are not good in football. Trying to make it look like European teams are not good. Meanwhile, when you go to the FIFA ranking, you see more European teams at the top 10 than South American teams. All these things must come in play when you are trying to make a certain point. And not just, if it's a banter, fine. Like I said, if it's a banter, no problem. Let it be a banter. But if you're trying to, make a pure analysis, everything about it must come in play. Everything. Just like when you go to the US, you know very well that you cannot beat the US in basketball. That is their culture. So when you see them winning countries like Honduras in basketball, you say, oh, it's very easy. Don't take that away from them. Football in South America is like meal. Some people can even skip meal to play football in South America. That is their culture. They live with, they eat it, they breathe it. They breathe football in South America. Unlike Europe. So, I don't know. Well, like I said, it's no one's fault that some players came from Europe, scoring goals in European competitions and all that. Don't take that away from them. So, let us stop all this banter and, baseless conversations. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it.